Randall, that awesome guy that is Cameo Man 2021 and his second channel, The Mayor of Magic. Subscribe to Randall. What's up, guys? Fears. Audience, fears. What's going on? Well, I hope you guys are having a good day. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. It's been an interesting day, to say the least. And that's saying it mildly. But it's been an interesting day. Before we start this stream, I'm just going to let you guys know right up front. I can't lie to you guys. I'm a horrible liar. I've got some good news, and I've got some bad news. So I thought I would just discuss all this stuff right away. And I've got some updates. And I thought I would talk about, all this before we actually, got started. First of all, let me tell you guys the good news. The good news is Fears finally, I got an appointment for my car, and I got it for today. I was busy all day today at my car dealership, so unfortunately I did not get to watch this. I apologize. Getting my car fixed is really important. So, there's good news and bad news about that. The good news is they were able to get my car in. They identified the problems, and it's probably going to take about 6 days to get it fixed. They said 6 days. They said we should be able to get it fixed at the bare minimum. They said if it goes any longer than 6 days, then we're going to, they said, bare minimum 6 days to get it fixed. Maximum to get it fixed is 10 days. So I did give my keys to my car dealership. They have my car. They said they're going to start working on it tomorrow. So hopefully by next Wednesday, next Thursday, I should have my car back, because that would be around 5 or 6 days. And they said, if we need to extend it, Mr. Fears, then we definitely will. And I said, okay. I said, that's not a problem. So the good news is that they identified the problem. They're going to fix the problem. They said to fix the problem, it's probably going to be well over $1,000. I'm thinking around, they said anywhere from $1,400 to $1,500. Because the two problems that they identified, it was pretty big. There was a couple of leaks, a couple of oil leaks, not just one. They said they found 2 or 3, so they have to fix that. And then my air conditioning is fine, they said. They said just what's been damaged, or what's getting old, is my thermostat to tell my AC in my car whether I want cold or hot. They said occasionally that breaks down, and they said you living in Florida, you use your air conditioning more. So, so they have to replace not the whole AC unit. They have to only replace the thermostat part. So that's all the good news. They do have the parts. They said they should be able to get it done in about 6 days. So the good news is they identified the problem. They have the parts. They can fix it. The bad news is it's probably going to be around, like they said, somewhere between $1,400 or $1,500. So I'm going to have to fork out some dough to get it fixed. But I'm glad that they said, we squeezed you in. They said, we've been so busy, we've had to turn people away. My dealership, they're always selling cars or doing maintenance on people's cars. So they said, you're lucky that we got you in now, Fears, and not like a month from now. They said, because it could have been, they said, you attacked the problem right away. When I said, well, yeah, I said I didn't want to wait months on end, for this to get fixed. And they said it could have been a lot worse. So I was able to get a rental car, so now I won't miss any work. And whenever I'm out and about doing my errands, I don't have to drive around in the heat. So they said it should get fixed in about 6 days. They said if we need more time to fix it, the minimum would be 6, the maximum would be 10. So good news and bad news on that front. I'm not going to open up the chat right away. I will open up the chat here soon, but I wanted just a chance to kind of explain all what's been going on before I open up the chat. And I didn't want the I'm a little nervous because I've got some stuff I need to talk about, and I didn't want the chat to distract me, so I thought I would talk about this real quick. So that's the bad and good news about my car. More good news. I'm actually going to a convention. My friend Jeff invited me to a convention for free, and it's this weekend, so I'm going this weekend. I haven't been to a convention in a while because I was talking to my friend Jeff about some stuff that's been going on. He said, well, why don't you, just take a break, Fears, and come and hang out? And I said, you know what, Jeff? I said, I think that's a good idea, buddy. I said, I need to get away from, some stuff. And he was like, yeah, why don't you just come out? We're having a convention this weekend. I said, sounds great, buddy. So the one I'm going to is August 10th and 11th this weekend. So I don't know if I'm going to go all for 2 days. I may just go for one, but I told Jeff I would show up for at least one of the days. I may show up for 2 days. I haven't decided. But I'm going to the Central Florida Collectors Fest, August 10th and 11th. I am going to do a vlog about it, so a vlog is coming soon. So it's this one right here, Central Florida. So big shout out to my friend Jeff, and you can check out his toy cons at www.floridatoyshowsandexpos.com. You can check out, and you can also buy tickets there. If you don't want to check out his website, you can also check him out on Facebook at Florida Toy Shows and Expos. So you can check out, you can buy, and the good thing is you can buy tickets at each. It doesn't matter where you go, either his Facebook or his website. And he also is thinking about making a YouTube channel. My friend Jeff. So I thought, oh man, that'd be cool. He's like, well, Fears, you promote it a lot. He goes, you kind of got me. He's thinking about it. I don't want to put words in my friend Jeff's mouth, but he said he was thinking about making a channel. If he will or if he won't, that's up to Jeff. He didn't say if he was going to or not, but he said, I'm thinking about it. And I was like, that'd be cool. I said, I'd be like the first one to subscribe, man. I said, I love coming to your conventions because he always does a good job. So that's good news on that front. Now the bad stuff. And I'm going to say this is I'm going to be as professional as I can, and I'm going to be as polite as I can, and I'm going to try to stay calm. And I'm only going to say this once. I don't want to talk about it anymore. I'm going to describe some stuff that's happened, and mostly everybody knows what happened, but not everybody. I do plan on making a vlog and telling the exact same thing in a video, because some people don't watch my lives, so some people just watch my videos. So I'll probably make some type of quick video and explain kind of what happened. So this is what happened. So I just want to reiterate, and I want to put people's nerves and the rumors to rest. Fearsman26 is not gone forever. I'm taking a break on Fearsman26, and I had to hide my channel, and there's a reason why I had to hide my channel, and I'm going to get into that. So for me, it's very hard sometimes to ignore hate, especially if someone steals your content off your channel. And I want to reiterate, I don't like doing copyright strikes on people's channel. I don't like submitting privacy complaints, and I've never ever submitted a false copyright strike, and I've never submitted a false privacy complaint. The only time I've ever submitted a privacy complaint or a YouTube copyright strike is if someone has either used a portion of my video in their video, or if they've took the whole video, or if they've tried to pull it off as they made it when I really made it, or when they've used my image without my permission, or my voice without their permission, or if they've made AI content. That is the only time I've ever, in any of those situations, ever submitted a privacy complaint or a copyright strike. But I've never just, made a fake privacy complaint or a fake copyright strike. No matter what people say, you can believe me, you cannot believe me. I'm telling you, this is 100% true. I'm telling the fans how it is. And some of my actions have gotten me into trouble. But it wasn't all me. I think some of this has to do with the other person involved. I'm not going to mention any names. I'm trying to be as professional as possible. I think mistakes were made on both sides. I never wanted it to be this bad. I never wanted it to have it go this far. What I will say is all I was trying to do was protect my channel and protect my content. And because I was trying to protect my content, I got 2 copyright strikes on Fearsman26. So I'm not going to lie, I didn't want to lose my channel, and I was a little bit afraid that that may have happened. I don't think it'll happen. So I hid my channel, and I already contacted YouTube, and I've been trying to get the copyright strikes retracted. And I submitted a counter notification. I forgot what it's called, a counter claim or a counter notification. I think it's one of those. Whatever they call it, I submitted. It's basically when you don't agree with, if they've took your video down, you can fight it. So, and 2 things will happen. Either they'll accept it and they'll give the other person that flagged your video 10 days to submit evidence, and if they don't submit any evidence that it's really theirs, then they'll reinstate the video and take the strike away. If they don't accept your counterclaim, then you pretty much can't do anything. You have to suck it up and just wait till the strikes go away on their own, because they don't stay on there forever. So until Fearsman26 is back to 100%, I'm still awaiting I'm still waiting YouTube's response on the counterclaims, if they accepted mine or if they didn't accept it. If they do accept it, then I hope my channel will come back that faster, because once the strikes are gone, then I'll unhide my channel, and then I'll just continue on like none of this drama ever happened, and I'll just keep making content for my wonderful, loving, and loyal fans. And I appreciate my loving and loyal fans, and I can't thank you guys enough. If they don't accept my my counterclaim, and I have to wait, then I don't know when my channel will come back, but it'll be back as soon as possible. And when it does come back, I'll just have to. When it does come back, I'll just keep making content, and I will do my very best to ignore the hate. Because I will say this: it's very hard to ignore hate, especially if someone's making a YouTube video about it and trying to down your spirits and down your channel and down you. And but um, Randall's told me this, and I appreciate my friend Randall. My friend Jason's told me this. I've even said it to myself, you guys. No matter what you say, what you do, how many videos you make, no matter what you do, there's always going to be hate. Some people are going to like you, and some people are not going to like you. And I just need to learn, because I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect. I need to learn fears instead of like striking a video. Who cares what they really think? It hurts though whenever they steal your videos, because I know in my heart that that's not their video. It's my video. But even if they use a video, you know you're not like that, Fears. You know the stuff that they say isn't true. So you should. What I should have did is just ignored them completely, even if they made a hate video or a troll video or whatever you want to call it, and just totally ignored it and moved on. Because if you give a hater or a troll, whatever you want to call these people, nothing, then they lose interest. But because I've pissed a lot of people off and I've took a bunch of videos down and I bragged like, oh man, I've took so many channels down, I think people were really mad, and I shouldn't have done that. It was all immature, you know. But again, I did all of it because I was frustrated and I was upset that people were stealing my videos. But in the back of my mind, I was only trying to defend my channel and defend my content that I made on that channel. That was my only reasoning for doing all that. Now, I will agree, I did take it a little bit too far when I was bragging that I was like, you know, the channel takedown master and the video takedown master. I should have just defended my content, defended my channel, but I didn't have to like throw it in people's face. And I admit it was immature. But again, I said, no one's perfect. You learn from your mistakes and you move on. So I did feel like you guys were owed an explanation of what happened. And I was going to tell you guys right away. But again, like I said, the reason why I waited till 9 o'clock at night was I've been busy all day. So I'm sorry I didn't get to tell you guys right away. I was going to tell you guys today. And then probably tomorrow or the next day I'll make a video about it so everyone knows. So if people don't watch this live and people just watch my videos, then they can find out what happened. And I'll make a real quick video either tonight or tomorrow or the next day and upload it on my blog channel so everybody knows. But I hope everybody watches this. But if they don't, then like I said, I'll make a video. I felt like you guys were owed a explanation because a lot of people were talking like, did he delete his channel? Did he lose his channel? I thought, well, if my fans watch me like you guys do, I felt like you guys were owed some type of explanation. So I was trying to make it as non-dramatic as possible and as professional as possible. So essentially that's what happened. You know, I struck a person's channel, he struck me, and it got out of hand. But again, I was only trying to defend my channel and defend my content. But what I really should have done is, it doesn't matter if people, whatever you want to call it, make hate videos, troll videos. I should have just, if I didn't give them anything, it probably wouldn't have escalated to how it escalated till now. So I should have just ignored it entirely. Like, who cares? You know, people are going to make hate videos, or people are going to make troll videos, or whatever you want to call it. People are going to make funny parodies about you, or whatever. You know, like I've said it a million times. The older I get, the less I care about what people think. I do care about my content though, and I was like, Fears, is it really worth um, defending against all these people, and then you might lose your channel or will lose your channel, and you keep flagging the hate videos they make, or should you just ignore them completely and just keep your channel and keep making your content? Because essentially, none of this would have happened if I wouldn't have flagged this video. The minute I started flagging this person's video, obviously I probably made him mad, and then he started flagging mine. So that's all I wanted to say. I just wanted to let you guys know. So as of now, I'm still going to make videos. I'm still going to do live streams. I'm still going to, focus on my content. But until I either hear back from YouTube that my counterclaims went through, or if I have to wait until the strikes are removed, Fearsman26 is going to be out of commission for not forever, just for a little while. And when I do come back, I'm just going to focus on my content and leave all the drama and all the mistakes and all the crazy stuff that I've done in the past and just forget about it, and we just push forward. So that's a nice way of saying it, and the most professional way I could say it. And that's basically what happened. So again, I hope you guys will respect my privacy. I don't really want to talk about it anymore because it's been a hell of a week between trying to get my car fixed and then this drama. I don't want to answer a lot of questions. That's why I haven't opened up the chat yet. I said before I get onto the other topics, I'll just be open and honest and be like, all right, here's what happened. Here's what's going on. And explain it in full detail, so then people aren't guessing and people aren't making rumors up and all sorts of stuff. This is what happened. So that's what happened. Let's just move forward, and I'm not going to bring it up anymore because I don't want to talk about it anymore, because it's been very frustrating and it's been a whole ordeal this week. So let's just move forward. You guys know what happened, and I feel like I've explained it pretty good. And now that it's out in the open, let's have a great stream. But I will ask, just please have patience with Fears. The channel will be back, so please don't unsubscribe from Fearsman26. It will be back. You're just going to have to give me some time to take care of all these matters, and hopefully I can clean up all these matters quickly and soon. If I have to wait, it is what it is, but I would just ask for your guys' patience and just enjoy the content that I still can upload, and it is what it is, and we just have to accept it, and there it is. All right. Whew. I feel like I did pretty good. I was a little nervous to talk about everything, but I'm glad I got it out. But the reason why I didn't do it earlier was because I've been busy all day at my car dealership. I want to express that. If my car wouldn't have been, broken because of the AC and all the oil leaks and all that stuff, and me trying to fix it, I would have addressed it like when I usually go live at around usually I go live in the afternoon before work, anywhere from like 1 in the afternoon to 4. So that is the only reason why I didn't let all my YouTube fans know earlier, because I was busy, because I have to get my car fixed, because I don't want to miss work and I don't want to get fired and all that stuff. So and I had to get a rental car while they're fixing it. Which, by the way, I got a pretty nice rental car. So I'll definitely put it in the vlog whenever I go to the toy convention this weekend. So it's a really nice car. So, and it was just like, it's a brand new car too. They're like they're like, you're the first one this week to rent a car. And I was like, really? And they were like, yeah. And they said, so you kind of have the pick of the litter. Which car do you want? And they had like 6 to 10 cars available. And I was like, is that white car new? And they said, yeah. They said it's like they said it's newer. They said it's not like 2024. They said, I think it's like it came out in 2023. And I was like, that's still pretty new. I'm like, that's only like 1 year old. And so I was like, I'll take that one. They're like, give us 5 minutes to wash your rental car, and then they said you'll be good to go. So anyway, let's open up the chat. Tonight's topics. Well, I already did one topic. I explained about Fearsman26. Unfortunately, I didn't get to watch any movies last night because 1, I was tired. 2, we had a big work day last night, so I had to come in early. We had 40,000, so as soon as my boss texted me and said that, I was like, oh shit. I'm like, that means I'm going to have to go in early. So I said I probably should go to bed early, so I went to bed early. But I'm going to try and watch at least this tonight, because I think I'm going to go see Deadpool and Wolverine after the convention, either on Saturday or Sunday. So I'll either put that theater stuff in with my going to the movie theater with the toy vlog, or I'll make an entirely separate vlog about, reviewing Deadpool and Wolverine. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, there's that. So already I'm going to pick 2 movies. I'll try to get to watch as many movies as I can tonight. If I only get to 1, just bear with me. So I'm going to watch this, and then I still haven't got to, where is it? I don't know where Pineapple Express went, but, oh wait, there it is. There it is. So I'm going to try and watch these 2 movies over the next 2 days. But anyway, today's topics are, I wanted to let you guys know what movies are coming out in 2024 and in 2025 that I'm looking forward to watching. There's a lot coming out. And then I thought, because I love Macgyver so much and I love doing the top 10 lists for you, it's going to be hard, but I'm going to try and pick my 10 top favorite episodes of the entire series. It's going to be hard, but I shall do my very best. And then we're going to do the top 10 James Bond gadgets. I haven't done that as a top 10 list yet, but I thought that would be a good one. All right, let's open up the chat. And I appreciate you guys letting me say all what I wanted to say before I opened up the chat. So thanks for bearing with me and listening, and yeah. All right, let's open up the chat. So yeah. All right. Anyway. Here we go. Let me start from let's see here. Let me start from the top. So, all right. Anyway, let's see here. Let me see. What's up, Cave? What's up, Heroes? No work for the next 4 days. Oh, damn. That's nice. I'm just curious, Heroes. Why don't you have? Why do you have a 4-day weekend? By the way, Heroes, if you want to come with me to the convention this weekend, I know you said you have to. I recently talked to Heroes and Villains, and he said that you have to. You're celebrating your daughter's birthday. Tell your daughter happy birthday for me. If you get time, Heroes, and you want to come to the convention with me, you're more than welcome to. You're more than welcome to. So yeah. Anyway, but Enjoy that 4-day weekend, man. I'm just curious, why do you have a 4-day weekend, heroes? Let me know. So yeah. So yeah. And then what's up, Walter? I'm just going through all the chat real quick. I didn't lose. I did not lose my channel museum. What's up, Walter? The new BH long time no see. I don't know what you're talking about, Walter. What's up, Pretend Stories? What's up, all fears? What's up, Pretend Stories? I just dipped my toe back into that universe. I don't know. I don't know anything about Aaron. I don't know anything about Aaron. People have told me some things about him, but I don't watch him because I think Aaron's associated with Robbie, Pick Rob Vlogs or whatever the hell his name is, and Matt Man. So I try to stay clear of all those guys, you know. So yeah. What's up, Pretend Stories? What's up, Walter? Let's see. I have no idea if they're married, Walter. Again, like I said, I don't know much about them. So I have no idea. So yeah. May have to protect the channel. Well, I mean that's why that's like I said, and this is gonna be the last thing I say about it. That's why I had to hide my channel. So I'm sure things will get better because I'm not gonna flag videos in the future unless I absolutely have to. You know, I'm just gonna, you know, if they make hate videos about me, then you know I'm just gonna let it slide off my back as best I can and just focus on my content. You know, I mean, essentially, if you don't flag someone, then usually they leave you alone. So I hope when all this shit calms down, eventually that person, I'm not gonna say his name, will leave me alone. I hope. So yeah. So yeah. And again, it is like a what's the word? It's a no-win situation, you know. You flag, then they flag, and then if you flag them, it just makes them more mad. And even though they're taking portions of my video, you know, or the whole video, it's just you can't reason with trolls. The best thing to do is just ignore them, and that's been really hard for me, you know. And I'm not going to say that it isn't hard for me because it is. Because if I said, oh, it's easy to ignore them, that would be a lie. And as you guys know, I don't lie to you guys, you know. So everything that I've said tonight is 100% true. So I'm trying to catch up with the chat. So yeah. No, I wasn't ignoring anyone. Pretend Stories. I just wanted to get. I just wanted to get all my train of thought out and get it all out. So yeah. So yeah. I'm trying to catch up with the channel. Yeah, what's up, Carmine? I missed the ghost cover. Ghost cover. I don't know. What do you mean, Carmine? What do you mean? Top 10 prison weapons. Well, I wouldn't know, Walter. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't want to do that one. Toothbrush shank, number 1. Walter, I hope you haven't been in jail, buddy. You know, But I wouldn't know what weapons they use in prison, man. You know, I don't want to find out. You know, I don't want to find out. Yo, Richie, let me make sure. Is this the real Richie or is this the fake Richie? Let me make sure. This is a fake Richie. Okay, so I just want to make sure if it was the real one or not. So anyway, Hero says my daughter turns 18 tomorrow. Tell her congratulations and have fun with your family, Elsie, and tell her happy birthday. So I requested off for her birthday. That's cool, man. We'll enjoy that 4-day weekend. And my son starts school Monday. Oh, tell him congrats. And requested off for his first day. I'm off on Saturday and Sunday. I have a little party here tonight in the collector's lounge. Oh, that's what's up. That's awesome. I got the bottles and Blizzy ready and some people coming over to Wild Out. Well, hey, man, that's awesome that your son's starting college. Tell him congrats from me. Heroes, what is he going to study in college? I'm just curious. And tell your daughter happy birthday for me. That's awesome. So, Heroes, it seems like you're going to have a busy weekend. And so if you can make it to the convention, you are more than welcome to come with me. Text me, buddy. And if not, I understand. I just thought I would throw the invite out there for you. But yeah, so if you can't make it, but man, it'd be cool to hang out at a convention. So you let me know, buddy. Shoot me a excuse me. Shoot me a message. So yeah, give me 1 second here. So yeah. Give me 1 second. All right. Probably the next 2 vlogs I'm going to work on is, well, now that Jeff invited me to this convention this weekend for free, I'll probably work on that one. And then I'm almost done with my Missouri vlog. The recent trip I went on to visit my brother and my mom and the rest of my friends and family in Missouri. So I'm going to work on those next 2 vlogs coming. So those are coming soon. Alrighty. Alright, let's see. Let me get the old book out. And Walter, I will give you a call after this stream is done. Alright, so the first one I want to work on is, let's do the top 10 James Bond gadgets. So, I've seen every James Bond movie imaginable. Probably my favorite is Moonraker. I love that. I love that James Bond goes to space. I've always had an interest in space. Roger Moore plays a great James Bond. I don't think he's the best at James Bond, but he's one of my favorites. I think the best one, obviously, in my opinion, it would go in this order. I think Sean Connery, he's the first, so he set the tone for James Bond, so he would be first. Second, I think Daniel Craig played a great James Bond, so then he would be next. And then Roger Moore. Those are my 3 top favorites, so here we go. So, top 10 James Bond gadgets. All right, number 1, Sean Connery used this one. It was the jetpack. So he wore it. It had 2 cylinders on the back, and he had 2 handles, and he pushed it, and it was kind of like a jetpack that shot him up in the air. So I think the first one, first gadget is going to be jetpack. Second one, it was used in Moonraker. It was kind of like half a watch, half a dart shooter. It was this little wrist. It wasn't a wrist watch. It was a wrist band that Roger Moore wore. And when he rotated his wrist like that, a dart came shooting out. And it depended on how he rotated his wrist. If he rotated his wrist this way, it would shoot out a dart that would kill you like in 5 seconds. And if he rotated his wrist the other way, it shot out a dart that would just stun you. So the dart shooter, I think, is the next one. So I think an iconic gadget is his wristwatch. So his wristwatch has had a lot of gadgets in it. Like he had a watch where if he rotated the watch's hands, it could turn into a bomb. There's also been a watch where a ripcord shot out of the watch. So I'm just going to put down watch gadget because they've turned his watch into so many gadgets. It'd be too long to tell you guys. So there's been many watch gadgets. So I'm just going to put watch gadget down. All right, number 4. Definitely the machine guns coming out of his car. He pushed a button, and a portion of the front would go down, and machine guns would come out and kill the bad guys. So machine guns coming out of car. Ejector seat in the car. That's a classic one. So I'm going to put down ejector seat. Let's see here. And then I'm going to jump ahead. A lot of these gadgets were from the older James Bond movies. I'm going to jump ahead to Spectre. I think it was in Spectre. Yeah, it was one of Daniel Craig's last James Bond movies. I think it was in Spectre or the one right after Spectre. He pushes the button on his car and it's like an oil slick comes out and like trips up the bad guys. So I'm going to put down oil slick. So we got 4 left. I'm going to put down his Walter PPK because it is a gun, but it's also a gadget. Q puts a little sensor in it, so only his hand can operate it. If somebody else tries to grab the gun, they can grab it, but it won't fire, essentially. So Walter PPK. I'll put down Walter PPK sensor. All right, 3 left. Let's see here. Let's see what else. Give me 1 second. Let's see here. What else? Walter, have you got any gadgets? I was doing good for a while, but now I'm coming up short. Usually, when you watch the movies, you're like, "Oh yeah, I remember that gadget," but I've kind of put myself on the spot now, so I'm trying to remember from memory. Oh, well, I guess no, I can't use that one. I already put watch gadget because there's a lot of watch gadgets. In Moonraker, he lifts the top of his watch and there's this ripcord that he plugs into the watch, and then it plugs into a little bit of like C4, and he uses the watch as a detonator to blow up the thing. So let's see. Museum says top 10 things you've seen a girl on the street and been like, hell yeah. I'm not gonna do that one, Museum. I'm not gonna do that one. All right, let's see here. Oh, what was the? Oh, the exploding pen. That was out of GoldenEye, where he's like, click it 3 times, it activates the pen. Click it another 3 times, and then it diffuses. And then I love Pierce Brosnan when he looks at Q and says, "How many clicks did you say?" And he's like, "Oh, grow up, 007." So exploding pen. Exploding pen. Then then there was like it was built into his cell phone I believe it was in Pierce Brosnan's second Bond film, where he could control his rental car, his James Bond car, with his cell phone. Like, picture this as the cell phone, and back in the day, cell phones were bigger and bulkier when Pierce Brosnan made it. They're not as skinny as iPhones. Picture this as a phone. He would open up the top of the cell phone, and then there was this like touchpad, and he would touch it 1, 2. It would start the car, and then he could move his thumb and operate the car on the touchpad. So I'm gonna put down a self-driving car gadget. And then the 10th one, I'm trying to go through as many Bond films as I can. I'm going to put down the belt gadget. So he had this belt, and on the side of the belt, there was a button, and he would push the button on the side of the belt, and a ripcord would shoot out of the belt and would go into a wall, and then he would swing to safety, and essentially the ripcord would support his own weight. And then once he would land on the ground, he would just rip the cord out of the belt and then continue on. So I'm going to say the belt gadget. And that gadget, I believe, was in GoldenEye 2. So, my top 10 favorites are the jetpack, the dart shooter, any watch gadget, guns coming out of the car and shooting the villains, the ejector seat out of his car, the oil slick out of his car, Walter PPK sensor, exploding pen, self-driving car mechanism built into his cell phone, and then his belt gadget. So those are my top 10. All right. Moving on to top 10 MacGyver episodes. The first one's going to be easy. The pilot. The pilot is one of my favorite episodes because there's so much shit going on in the pilot. I mean, he's saving, the damsel in distress. He's taking down the villains. He's trapped in this underground bunker factory where he has to, shut off, fix an acid leak. I mean, there's a whole bunch of shit going on in the pilot. So whoever wrote and shot and directed the pilot to MacGyver was a genius. So number 1, I'm going to put down top 10 MacGyver episodes. First one, I'm just going to put down pilot episode. The second one, I believe, let me pull this out so I'm correct. I believe the second one is in the first they have all the names of all the episodes on the Blu-rays. I think my second one is when he's trying to go fishing and he needs directions, so he stops in at this gas station. Pretty much these terrorists have took over the gas station. It's like a gas station slash pilot training school where they rent out planes, and these like villains have like stopped there, took it over, and they've robbed a bank, and they have to essentially get all their weapons and all their money and stuff in the plane, and they have to take those people that own the flying school like hostage so the cops won't chase them. And MacGyver like stops them, and so that episode is called let's see here. There's a lot of good episodes in the first one. It's called Last Stand. So my second favorite one is Last Stand. That's the one I just described. If you haven't seen it, it's really good. So Last Stand is my second one. The third one is called The Heist, where MacGyver has to... Someone has stolen $60 million from the government, but it's in diamonds. And they were going to use those diamonds to donate all this money to a charity. And these villains have stolen all the diamonds. And so MacGyver has to steal all the diamonds back and then get it to the charity without those villains noticing. And then the villains find out that he did steal it back from him, and then they try to outwit MacGyver, and the MacGyver, of course, takes them down. It's a good episode. So that's another episode from the first season. It's called The Heist. The next one is still in the first season. There's a lot of good episodes. Not that I don't like any of the other seasons in MacGyver. All the other seasons are great. But they started off season 1 with some amazing episodes. The fourth one is called Target MacGyver, where basically MacGyver goes on a mission and he blows up some type of like chemical factory owned by these villains. And the villains get really pissed off at him. And they basically put a hit out on him. They put a target on him. So he decides to go visit his grandfather. And basically kind of lay low. And then the villains track him down. And then not only are they trying to kill MacGyver, but now he's put his grandpa, at risk. And then his grandpa's like, MacGyver, what the fuck is going on? And so he basically has to tell his grandpa, like, well, I was kind of coming to visit you and kind of hide out, but they tracked me down, and I don't know how they tracked me down. So he has to team up with his grandpa, and they take down the villains. So it's called Target MacGyver. Yo, Geo dudes, what's up? You got my messages. Okay, well, I don't really want to talk about what I wanted to talk to you about on camera. So right after this stream is done, buddy, I will either call you on Discord or I will message you on Discord, and I will talk to you then. If you can't talk that late, I understand, and we can talk tomorrow. But if you're still up, I'll try to give you a call before I go into work. Yeah, I just wanted to ask you a question about something. It's nobody else's business. I didn't want to say it on camera, but I will talk to you right after the stream. And again, if it's too late and you can't talk, I'll try and message you tomorrow, because I know you're busy with your wife and your daughter and all that, and I don't want to talk if it's too late, buddy. All right, so the fourth one is called Target MacGyver. Hang on, I'm not 100% sure if that's the title. Let me make sure it is. It is! Okay. Probably my next favorite episode. Let's see if there's any more in episode in season 1. Those are probably my favorite in season 1. Let's move to season 2. Season 2, I'm going to try to select at least one from every single season. But the first 4 are some of my favorites, and they're from season 1. So, let's see here. Season 2, probably my favorite episode out of season 2 is called The Human Factor. It's basically an episode where they say, MacGyver, we need your help. We know you're smart and you're quick with things, and you're a bright-eyed guy. And they said, we need someone to go into this military, the secret military research facility that does like high-tech government projects. And they said, if you can break in without any of the alarms being set off, then we're going to go back to the drawing board and tighten our security even more. They said, if the alarms do get you, then we'll get the seal of approval that ours is like escape proof and nobody can like come into our secret military installment. And we get the seal of approval from the Phoenix Foundation. So he breaks in, and he's like, yeah, that was easy. And they're like, well, how did you bypass all these codes? And how did you bypass, and how did you get in? We thought we had it airtight. And he's like, well, a magician never reveals his secrets. So they have to essentially make the military base even stronger than they thought they had. So the 5th one, my 5th favorite episode, is called The Human Factor. Let's see. Let's see if there's any more. I mean, I like every single episode, but I'm trying to pick at least one from every single season. So let's see here. Oh, I know the next one. The next one, there's too many episodes to name them. Any episode that he has to deal with his arch nemesis, Murdoch. Murdoch hates MacGyver. He hates the Phoenix Foundation. He wants to destroy the Phoenix Foundation, and he wants to kill MacGyver, and MacGyver always like outwits Murdoch. So I'm going to put down any Murdoch episode. So, because those are some of the best, the Murdoch ones. And Murdoch is the name of his arch nemesis. All right, so we got 7, 8, 9, and 10. So I got to pick 4 more episodes. Let's go to season 3. I'm going to put down Ghost Ship. Basically, MacGyver is on a hike, and he finds this, this big ship, and I think he's in Alaska somewhere, and he hears a cry for help. And so he goes on the boat, and all of a sudden, he gets attacked by this 7-foot, Bigfoot creature, and MacGyver's like a man of science, so he's like, I don't believe in Bigfoot, but I don't know what the hell that thing was that attacked me. There's got to be a logical reason for this thing to exist. And so he basically finds out that people are using the legend of Bigfoot to scare everybody out of the area, and they're trying to pump oil out of the ground illegally, and then MacGyver takes the villains down. So that one's called Ghost Ship. What's up, Visions? Good to see you. Visions, let me finish my top 10. Right now we're doing, I don't know if you were watching, Visions, but you missed a little bit. I kind of explained what was going on with Fearsman26, so I don't want to rehash it, so if you want to find out what's going on, just rewatch the front of this stream. And then we just did the top 10 James Bond gadgets, and I will read them back. I don't know if you were watching. He says, "What's up?" What's up, man? And now we're doing the top 10 MacGyver episodes. So real quick, I'll read them back to you. I don't know. Visions are not just Vision, but if anyone's a fan of James Bond movies, put a 1 in the chat. If you're not a fan of James Bond, put a 2 in the chat. But I tried to select a gadget from almost every James Bond film. I think I covered it pretty well. So I said top 10 James Bond gadgets that he uses. Number 1, the jetpack used by Sean Connery. Dart shooter used by Roger Moore. I said any and all watch gadgets because every James Bond guy uses a watch gadget. The machine guns that come out of the front of James Bond's car and shoots all the villains and kills all the villains. The ejector seat out of his Aston Martin. The oil slick that comes out of Daniel Craig's. It's not his Aston Martin. It's his new James Bond car, and I forgot what car that they used in Spectre. But he pushes a button and oil comes out. Oh, wow, Visions is being quite proper. He says, John Fears Jr. Unfortunately, I'm not a junior, Visions. Everyone thinks I'm a junior. It's kind of like the same thing with, Paul Jr. and Paul Sr. off of American Chopper. Me and my dad and my grandfather have the same name. The only difference is my dad had a different middle name, I have a different middle name, and my grandfather. My grandfather was John David Fears. My dad was John William Fears, and I'm not going to say my middle name on camera, but I have a different middle name. But sometimes my dad would call me Junior, a little bit. Not always, but every once in a blue moon. But I'm honored to have my grandfather's name, and I'm honored to have my dad's name. And if I ever have a son, I would probably do the same thing. I wouldn't make my son a junior. I would just say, hey, I'm going to call you John Fears, but I'm definitely going to give you I don't know what middle name I would give him, but I would give him some type of middle name. So, yeah. Let's see, where did I leave off? Jetpack, dart shooter, watch gadgets, guns coming out of the front of his car, ejector seat, oil slick. If you guys are big James Bond fans, the Walter PPK, anyone could grab his gun, but he was the only one that was allowed to shoot it because he would pick up his Walter PPK and right underneath it was a sensor, and only his hand could deactivate that sensor and allow him to shoot his Walter PPK. So if a villain picked up his gun, they could pick it up, but they couldn't shoot it. So that's kind of a gadget. And then his exploding pen that was a grenade. And then in the Pierce Brosnan James Bond film, I don't remember which one, but he opened up his cell phone and there was a little touchpad that would allow him to, just by moving his thumb on the pad, could make his car self-drive and he could operate his car. And then in GoldenEye, Pierce Brosnan has this belt. It's either in his belt or in his belt buckle. He pushes a button on the side of his belt, and this ripcord shoots out that will support his weight. He swings to safety, and then once he's on the ground, he rips the cord out of his belt and continues on. So, yeah. So that's what you missed, Visions. Let's see. John Milhouse Fears. I'm good. It's definitely not that. So, yeah. What's up, Joey? He says, John Joey Fears. No offense, Joey, but that would never happen. That's pretty funny, though, Joey. John Quentin Fears would be good. That would be... I would never do that in a million, quadrillion, kabillion years, Joey, and you know it. And that's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. So, yeah. That would never happen, though, Joey, ever. I'm not going to say anything bad about Quentin, but that would never happen. So, yeah. What if I had a daughter? I would probably let my wife I'd be like, well, we didn't have a son, so I'd be like, honey, you just pick the daughter's name, and whatever you want, I'll agree to. But whoever I marry, if I marry, I may not find Mrs. Fears one day. Oh, that's a good one, Visions. John Blu-ray Fears. That would make sense. John 4K Fears or John Blu-ray Fears. John Fearsman Fears. That would be even better. That would be... Or just call him no middle names, just Fears. One word, like Madonna. Who are you? I'm Fears, motherfucker. You know? Just one word. I'm Fears. If I ever became a movie star, Visions, I would kind of do it. I would not go by John Fears. If I was ever in a movie, I'd just be like, who are you? Starring Fears. Just Fears. Just Fears. That would be it. That's what I'm saying, Joey. That's what I'm saying. What if your wife doesn't want to use the name John? No offense, Geodudes, but I would ask my wife, hey, is it okay if we use John? Because I want to keep the family legacy going. Like, my grandfather was an awesome guy, very important guy, very smart. He would always make me laugh, my grandpa. Super cool fucking dude. So was my dad. My dad was quick as a whip, and he was more serious. My grandpa cracked more jokes, like how I crack jokes. My dad did crack jokes, but it was kind of once in a blue moon type of thing. My dad was more of a serious guy. So I'm sure if I ever got married, Geodudes, I'm sure that she would understand. And she'd be like, oh, well, that means a lot to John to call his son John. So family and friends are very important to me. So I definitely would want to keep the family legacy name going up. Because I'm not going to say my brother's name. My brother's name is not John. But they weren't going to have two sons called John. So because I look more like my grandfather and my dad, I got the John. My brother has red hair, so my brother has more of the British family character traits from my mom's side of the family, and I have more character traits from the Fierce side of the family. So I think she'd be okay, though, whoever I marry, if I ever marry. I'd be like, hey, no offense, this means a lot to me. Is it okay if we use John? So yeah. So let's see. John Carpenter 1988 classic Halloween with Michael Myers Fears. That would be a long middle name, Visions, but I like it. I like it. Would my son like it? He would have to like it. I'd be like, I can just picture it. Dad, why the fuck did you name me that? You know, I'd be like, hey, have you ever seen Halloween? That's why I fucking named you that. And then just knowing my luck, I don't even fucking like that movie, Dad. What the hell? And I'd be like, my bad. It's your name. You're stuck with it, you know. But if I ever did do that, Visions, I don't think I ever would. As much as I like that movie, I'd be like, hey, honey, let's keep his middle name nice, short, and sweet. But if that ever happened, I'd be like, listen, you have to like this movie. It's a fucking classic. Trust me, you'll like it, my son. You know. So, yeah. George Foreman named all of his kids George. Yeah. I do know a Rusty, Dr. Jenkins. There's two guys named Rusty that I went to church camp with, and they were Rusty Jr., Rusty Sr. So whenever I would go to church camp with them, I'd be like, hey, Rusty. Both of them would always turn around, and I never said it to their face, but in my mind, I'm like, this is kind of annoying because I'm like, I don't want to talk to that guy. And they'd be like, oh, who are you talking to, Fears? I'm like, well, I was talking to your brother, but you guys both turned around, and they would always turn around, and I'm like, oh, my bad, I'm talking to your brother. And then other times I wouldn't talk to his brother, I'd talk to the other guy, you know, so anyway. All right, let's get back to Macgyver episode. So far we got the pilot episode from season 1, Last Stand, which was in season 1, The Heist was in season 1, Target MacGyver was from season 1, The Human Factor was from season 2, and then there's so many Murdoch episodes, I just put any Murdoch episodes. And then number 7 was Ghost Ship from season 3. So I got 3 more. So, and there's 4 more seasons, so I'm going to have to be real kind of precise on which ones. Let's see here. Let me look through season 4. This is hard because I do like, I mean, almost every single episode of MacGyver, every single one of them are fucking great. So I like them all, but, you know, everyone's got their favorites. Let's see here. I'm going to skip season 4. Let's go to season 5. Oh, Halloween Nights. Halloween Nights from season 5 is an amazing episode. So Halloween Nights, and that's pretty self-explanatory because I love MacGyver and I love Halloween. So Halloween Nights is a fantastic episode. That's got to be on the top 10. Halloween Nights. And then, let's see if there's any more in here. Let's see here. Let's go to season 6. I know there's a doctor one in here that I really like a lot. I forgot what it's called. It's in season 6 though, so I'll know it when I see the name of it. Oh, Lesson in Evil. There's a guy called Dr. Zito, and in season 4, MacGyver takes down Dr. Zito, and then Dr. Zito is committed to a psychiatric ward, and so basically in season 6, he escapes from the mental institution, the psych ward, basically calls up MacGyver and says, MacGyver, you're going to be my student, and I'm going to be your teacher, and you think I'm so evil, and you committed me to that psych ward, and then MacGyver's like, well, you are evil. He goes, you killed a bunch of people, and I took you down, and da-da-da-da-da. He's like, well, now you're going to find out. He goes, I'm busted out of the mental institution, and now you're going to find out what true evil is all about. He goes, I'm going to give you a lesson in evil, and if you survive, you know, then you'll survive. If you don't, then, you know, I win. But he's like, you're not going to survive my little lesson, MacGyver. He goes, I'm determined to kill you, and da-da-da-da-da. Of course, MacGyver takes him down, but he takes him down by, like, the skin of his teeth, and it's real close. It's a good episode. So, Lesson in Evil, Season 6. Alright, and then number 10, let's see here. I think I'm going to go to Season 7. I'm going to go with Goodnight MacGyver. Essentially, he's walking down the... Well, I don't know if he essentially time travels. They make it look like he time travels. He's walking with his friend Pete, and somebody drops something, and he gets hit on the head, and he blacks out. And when he wakes up, he's like in medieval times, and he has to do all of his MacGyver tricks to take down an evil king and shit. And then when he wakes up, he's like in the back of a an ambulance, and they're like, "Are you all right, MacGyver? Something hit your head," and da-da-da-da-da. So it's a good episode. So good night, MacGyver. And that's a 2-parter episode. So, yeah. So, my top 10 MacGyver episodes are the pilot, Last Stand from Season 2, The Heist. I'm sorry, excuse me. Last Stand was from Season 1. The Heist is from Season 1. Target MacGyver's from Season 1. The Human Factor is from Season 2. Any episode that it's him and Murdoch battling it out, that's all throughout the whole series. Ghost Ship is from Season 3. Halloween Nights is from Season 4. A Lesson in Evil is from Season 6. And then Goodnight MacGyver's from Season 7. So those are my top 10 favorite episodes of MacGyver. Alright. Let me catch up with the chat. Let's see. Let's see here. Vision says, it's like that meme, Dad, why is my sister's name Rose? Because your mom likes roses. That makes sense. Thanks, Dad. No problem. Ghostbusters. Yeah, pretty much, Visions. Well, I mean, I would love to keep the family legacy. I wouldn't want the family legacy name to die with me, you know. So, speaking of things, some more bad news. I forgot to say it at the beginning of the stream. It just popped into my mind. Because people in that Discord have made memes, I can't afford whenever my channel comes back from me hiding it. I'm not gonna take it. I was gonna make an end of the year meme video, but I can't take a chance of using any of the memes that people have used, whether it's a picture or a video. I'll probably still put them on my Facebook, but and in my Instagram, but I'm not gonna put them in a video because that would give them more ammo to take more of my videos down. So, unfortunately, someone had to ruin it for everybody else. I was gonna make a big end of the year meme video, and I'm not now. So yeah. So I should have said that in the beginning, but anyway. Walter, I'm also going to call you after this stream. Let's see. Oh, Rebecca's here. How are you all doing? I'm doing all right. I'm doing okay. I'm better now. Now that I got it all out and I told everybody what was going off, there's definitely less pressure because I was a little nervous because you guys know sometimes I'm really good at explaining myself. Sometimes I'm not. So I was just like, Fears, just be honest. Make it quick. I tried to make it as quick as possible. So I could have done it probably quicker, but I wanted to get my complete train of thought out, and I appreciate you guys listening at the very beginning before I opened up the chat. So, yeah. And Rebecca, I will keep you around as long as you don't hit on everybody, 10,000 times, Let's see. Having 12 beers for dinner tonight. Thirsty Thursdays. Damn! Well, it depends on what beer you're having. If it's light beer, you probably won't get, massacred. But if it's strong beer, Jenkins, that'll probably get you. I don't know if it would get you wasted, but it would get you an intense buzz. So yeah. Great follow up to Whopper Wednesday. Oh, what? 12 Thirsty Thursdays? Yeah, pretty much, Visions. See, you can enjoy Whopper Wednesday. I can't because I don't want to be fat anymore. That's the honest truth. I really have been trying to lose weight. I really have. I've been getting better. I've been working out more, and I've been eating healthier. But I did. I can't lie. I did have. I did good. I didn't have many Whoppers. I just had one. I just had one set of French fries, and I had one. I got the number one, the Whopper meal, just a few days ago. But before that, I hadn't had Whoppers in about a month and a half. So yeah. Anyway. Well, before I go, I'm gonna do the last topic. They're having a whole bunch of movies come out. One of those here, I'll write them down. I'll write them down. That'll be another top 10 we do. A lot of movies are coming out. I am kind of interested on the Deadpool Wolverine movie, so that one's the first one because I enjoyed Deadpool 1. I'm going to try and watch Deadpool 2 tonight if I get around to it. But I'm kind of interested to see Deadpool 3 with Deadpool and Wolverine, so. So, Deadpool / Wolverine. So, let's just look up. Let's do a quick Vision that still hasn't came to my house yet, but it's on the way. I finally bought something off the list, and I cannot wait to watch Rotor. And it's abbreviation. It stands for like Robot Officer something. I can't remember what the whole thing stands for, but takes place 25 years in the LA future. The Ultimate Cop. You think it's the Ultimate Cop, but his wires like get crossed or they get something malfunctions and he just becomes a cop of death and he starts killing everybody. Children, good people, bad people, good citizens, villains. All hell breaks loose and he starts killing everybody. So it's like a sci-fi action adventure 80s horror comedy. It's got it all. So because when I watched the trailer I was like, this is funny, so it's got comedy in it. It's horror because he's killing people left and right. It's sci-fi because it takes place in the not too distant future. You know, and then it's a mixture of like RoboCop, like they're basically ripping off RoboCop, Judge Dredd a bit, and then Terminator big time. But they're ripping off essentially not a lot of Judge Dredd, but when I looked it up, they said this is their words, it's not my words. They said to describe this movie, it's a good mixture of them ripping off RoboCop a lot, Terminator a lot, and then they rip off Judge Dredd to somewhat degree, and I was like, I could kind of see that. So yeah, let's see. Movies coming out in 2024. Okay. Ooh, there's a movie called Stream coming out. What's this? Stream. Let's see what this one's about. Let's see. Stream. A family's simple weekend getaway truly turns into a vacation that is an utter, complete nightmare. 4 deranged killers playing a sadistic game lock down their hotel and complete the most creative murders of all for their guests. Damn. That sounds kind of cool. I thought, oh, maybe they're going to make like a horror movie about streaming, like online or something. So that's what I thought. That sounds good. I am looking forward to the new Alien Romulus. And I forgot on the last stream, I forgot to watch the trailer. So before I end this stream, I am going to watch the Alien trailer and review it for you guys. So I am going to put down Alien Romulus because I am looking forward to that. And now I'm finally caught up on all my Alien movies and all the Predator movies because I remember when I first started streaming, I don't remember in what stream, but I told someone in a stream, they're like, Fears, how could you not have ever watched Alien? And I was like, I just never got around to it. And they're like, Fears, trust me, watch Alien. The first 2 are fucking great. All the other ones are kind of nah. But the third one I did enjoy. The Prometheus and all the other ones, they're crap. The Alien vs. Predator movies are fucking amazing. And then all the other Predator movies are fucking great. So Alien Romulus. I'm looking forward to. I'm going to write down that stream one. That one sounds pretty cool. Let's see what else is coming up. I just did a Google search, so I'm just and a bunch of images came up. So Trap came up, Venom. Let's see, this one's called Venom: The Last Dance. I am looking forward to Beetlejuice, so I'm gonna put that down. Beetlejuice 2, and I already reviewed that trailer for you guys, so I'm not gonna do that one again. Smile 2. I've never seen Smile 1. I need to see that. Then there's the Stream one. Terrifier 3. If I ever get up enough courage to watch Terrifier, I tried. Jason, Visions, I tried. I've seen most of Terrifier 1. Terrifier 2 is fucking brutal beyond belief. When he kills that black guy running the Halloween store, he takes a beer bottle, basically just shoves it into the guy's fucking eyeball. Tons of gore and blood matter and flesh coming out of his face. He grabs the guy, throws him on the floor, he chops off his fucking head. He goes fucking ballistic. And I was like, if it's too gory, if it's buckets and buckets and buckets of blood, it makes my stomach kind of turn. If it's with Fears, a little blood will do you, a little gore will do you in a horror movie, and I'm good. If it's just an over amount of blood, like fucking Hostel and shit, I'm like, I don't know if I can watch that. It's gonna make me sick to my stomach because it makes my stomach kind of turn, and I'm like, that looks when it looks too real. That's when I'm like, bye, I'm checking out. You know, that's why I like all the cheesy horror movies from the '80s because they would use like ketchup or like fake blood, but in these new movies, they make the blood look real and they make the killings look super real. So I've never seen Hostel 3, and I probably never will. I barely got through Hostel 1, but I did. And Hostel 2 got so ridiculously bloody in mid... I don't know where in the middle of Hostel 2. I was like, I'm done. That's it. And I turned it off. I was like, nope, I'm good. So I highly doubt I'll ever get enough courage up to watch the Terrifier movies. I tried though. So Visions I barely got through number 1, but I got through number 1. And like Hostel 2, I turned off Terrifier 2 right after he killed that black guy in the it's like a Halloween costume shop, and as soon as I saw that, I mean, he just shoves the beer bottle, destroys the guy's fucking face in the eye. Then he's like, all right, well, I already destroyed his eye. I'll just cut his fucking head off. I'm like, oh, shit. So I was like, I'm done. I'm good. So, yeah. Let's see. What else? What else is coming out? Let's see. Terrifier's coming out. And then they have a movie called Apartment 7A. What's this one about? Let's see. Let's see the description of this one. Terry dreams of fame and fortune in New York City, but after suffering an injury, an older, wealthy couple welcomes her into the building. When she receives an offer at another chance at fame, it seems like all of her dreams are coming true. However, disturbing circumstances have her life take a turn for the worse, second-guessing the sacrifices she's willing to make for her career as she realizes that something evil is living not only in Apartment 7A, but in her whole apartment complex itself. That seems interesting. Let's see what else. And then a bunch of Disney movies. I'm so far behind on my Disney watching. Aladdin's the best though. If you guys have never seen... I even like the live-action version, but... Aladdin 1 or 2. The third one, Aladdin 3, The Prince of Thieves, that one fucking sucks religiously. It's all about that first one, Aladdin. The Return of Jafar, the second one, it's alright. It's okay. I am a big Wizard of Oz fan, so I'm going to put down... I'm looking forward to the Wicked movie coming out. Anytime they make a new Wizard of Oz movie, I'm all about it. Because that's a classic. I'm going to put down that Apartment movie, too. That seemed pretty cool. Or it seemed interesting. I was intrigued. Let's see, what else? Let's see. And there's another movie called, with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Red One. I think it's a Christmas movie. And then there's another Blade movie coming out. Blade. Well, I like Blade. That's a cool Marvel series where he's slicing and dicing vampire motherfuckers up. So I'm all for that. So I'm going to put down a new Blade movie. And those are the only ones that kind of intrigued me. Because I just did a Google search. So there's a bunch more, but so far I'm going to go with those. I'm going to go with those so far. Yeah. A bunch of good stuff coming out. Let's see. Vision says, hang on. Let's see. Sounds like a Hostile ripoff. Which one sounds like a Hostile ripoff, Joey? Which one? John, you ever spray cologne? I'm not going to answer that. Dr. Jenkins, because one, that's very weird for one guy to ask another guy that. Two, even if I did that, that's none of your business. And it's a really weird question. And I don't feel comfortable answering it, so I'm not going to answer it. Let's see. Dude, that Blu-ray wall is starting to get deeper. You should really get a bookshelf. Oh, I am. Carmine, I'm not going to get another one of these until I fill up this. Everyone says it's filled up. It's not. There's a lot more space. Once I fill all this up, then I do plan on getting another shelf and either putting it right side by side, or I may put another big shelf like this in my bedroom and just transfer all these into my bedroom. So I haven't decided where I'm going to put my shelf, but I do intend to get another shelf here as soon as this one's filled up. I'll go to IKEA, or I'll go to Walmart, or I'll go to some and just buy a shelf. So yeah. Let's see. Vision says I got to go to Harbor Freight before they close for the Harbor Freight Friday. I'll be sure to watch this back. Have it going. All right, Visions. Peace out, man. I'm pretty much done. I'm just gonna react to the Alien Romulus, and then I've got to go because I haven't had dinner yet. So yeah. So anyway. So let's watch this. But thanks for stopping in, Visions. Good to see you. Have a good one. Peace out. Thanks for everyone tuning in. And I think a good way to end this is I'm gonna react to the Alien Romulus trailer because I have not watched it yet. I've been wanting to. I just haven't had a chance to watch it yet. So I think tonight's a good night to watch that trailer, and I'll give you guys my 2 cents on it, and then I think we're gonna call it a night. So, but I appreciate everybody understanding my predicament, and I know some people judge me in the chat, but there's I've learned pretty quickly. Some people are gonna like you, and some people are not gonna like you. So, for the most part, I think everybody understood my situation, and I hope you guys will still be subscribed when I unhide my account in a couple of months. I don't know when it's going to come back, but it'll come back. But I hope everyone will be patient with me. And when I have both my channels back, I'm going to still continue to make content on both of them. And we'll put all this unpleasantness behind us. And hopefully things will be better. And hopefully this guy will leave me alone because I intend to leave him alone. So, yeah. Anyway, that's all I can say about it right now because I don't want any more drama to start. So, all right, let's watch Alien Romulus. I feel like I said what I wanted to say very professionally in a good manner. I didn't insult anyone. I just said, listen, here's what's going on. I don't want a whole bunch of questions about it. And it is what it is, how it happened. I said it's unfortunate it happened, and here's the situation. Yeah. All right, here we go. Alien Romulus trailer. I don't know. I don't know if it's a direct sequel or if it's a prequel. I guess we'll find out, or if it's like a couple years have went by, and now it's a sequel, but we'll find out. Because I love the Alien and the Predator series, so we'll, that fucking alien, that fucking alien is still killing people. You would think, like, you know, they've taken the alien down so many times, but of course, you take down one alien and then it just breeds a bunch of babies, and then they turn out to be that big black monster alien with like 2 sets of teeth and 1 massive tongue, and he's killing a bunch of motherfuckers, and so he's still around. Ugh. Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord. All right, here we go. Alien Romulus. Here we go. I don't know. I obviously it's still in the future, but I don't know if they're going to tell you in this trailer how long it's been since the last movie. I guess we'll find out. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. But I'm guessing it's a sequel. Oh, there's the alien. Oh, shit. Oh, there he is. He's on the hunt. And his little mouth went up, and you see his teeth, and the tongue just came out. Oh, man, the alien is pissed already, and we're only like 22 seconds into the fucking trailer. He's pissed.
Are you sure you want to do this?
This could be our only ticket out of here.
This place gives me the creeps.
Welcome to the Romulus space station.
Okay, so it takes place on a space station called Romulus. Okay, so it's probably a couple years after the last one.
What's happening?
Something in the water.
What do you mean there's something in the
I don't know,
water?
there's just something in the fucking water.
Oh, nice. There's British actors in this. Sweet. I don't know. It could have been Australian. He sounded British to me, but British and Australian accents are somewhat the same, but sounded British to me. So they got some cool British actors in this.
Run.
Oh my lord, that alien was sucking that girl's face and like killing her, like that was nuts. Oh man. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. But I'll be honest, this looks it looks pretty good so far. So far so good.
Whatever comes, we'll face it together.
Let's go.
I'm glad they haven't changed the way the black alien looks. I'm glad, you know, it's still got a long, wavy tail. I'm glad it's still got, like, no eye. It doesn't have, the alien doesn't have any eyes. It's just the long head, and then he opens up his mouth, and he's got 2 sets of teeth with a long tongue that, like, shoots out and kills a bunch of people. So I'm glad that they kept the look of the alien, you know, like, classic. Like, you know, I'm glad they didn't, like, change him up a whole bunch. So it looks pretty good so far.
Fucking thing's hunting us.
Alright, so it comes out 8/16/24, only in theaters. Nice! I will be there. I like it. Well, I'm gonna give that that trailer. It was pretty good. I enjoyed it. I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. It was a pretty solid trailer. Another chapter in the Alien series. What is the alien gonna be up to in this new film? Well, I guess we'll find out. So yeah. Anyway. Jagan says, okay, take care, good night. Just remember, John, it can't rain all the time after all. This is true. It's raining right now, but I wish hurricane season would get done soon. If it isn't extremely hot outside because it rained the night before, like today it was super hot because it rained the other night. If it isn't super hot, then it's just raining all day, and that's usually what happens during hurricane season. So hopefully we get through this as fast as possible, because hurricane season can last anywhere from 6 to 10 weeks, So sometimes it passes by, sometimes but as you all know, Fears, I was a Boy Scout, so I'm always prepared. I've got glow sticks in my house. I've got a flashlight ready to go. I got an emergency hurricane kit that I showed you guys. I bought it last year, and that kit is good for 20 years. So I don't have to buy another kit for another 20 years. It's got meals ready to eat in it, and that food lasts for 20 years. It's got water in it. It's got a whistle. It's got glow sticks. It's got a flashlight. It's got a raincoat. And it's got an emergency sheet that has a bunch of emergency numbers if you're ever in trouble and you need to call for help. It's got all the Florida hospitals on it. It's got all the Florida police numbers on it, and the fire station and the ambulance and the military and all that. Then it's got a first aid kit in it, and it's got an emergency blanket if you get cold. I mean, it's like stocked, locked, and barreled with all the shit that you need to survive in it. So it's good that I've never had to use it, but in case any of that stuff does happen, I'm very well prepared. So anyway, I think that's a good place to stop. So I'll keep you guys updated on everything, and like I said, it's going to be a really good, relaxing weekend this weekend. I'm going to go to a toy convention and get some more footage for the channel. And then either I'll go and see Deadpool and Wolverine before the convention or after the convention, because I meant to try and go last weekend, but I was still trying to get an appointment for my car. But now that my rental car has AC in it, shouldn't be a problem. And I'm going to call it a night, and I'm going to make some dinner and get a shower, and I'm going to have to shave soon because I was at work and my boss, he doesn't like it when people don't shave. Unless you grow a beard. If you keep your beard trimmed, then they're fine. But if you're not growing a beard and you just like to grow out the 5 o'clock shadow, then they're like, Fears, either grow a beard or shave. So I'll probably get away with not shaving for one more day, so tomorrow I'll probably have to shave. Anyway, I like growing the 5 o'clock shadow out every once in a blue moon. But anyway. Alright. Fears loves you guys. Fears cares about you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to Fears Vlogs, excuse me. Check out my friend Sega Camp Gamer and Wear Camp. He's coming back in September from his long break. Be sure to subscribe to my friend Randall at Cameo Man 2021 and his second channel, The Mayor of Magic. Follow Tommy NC 2010, and I'm taking off. This is Fears, signing off. Peace, deuces, and I'll see you guys later.